Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Here we go. Time for some early 2000s edge.
Everything I do is
Ultimate Spider-Man is a great comic book. It's a great run. It's well written. And it's pretty much a lot of the stuff modern Spider-Man has came from it. But it is full of early 2000s. Like Mary Jane wears a shirt with her navel is just like this. And
like what? You have to describe it.
It's a lot of navel.
Doobie doop doop theme song.
So this is Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, nice.
It's got
played
sort of,
Ultimate
It looks
Spider-Man.
very Robloxy.
it's got
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So.
It's got cel-shaded graphics to kind of make it look like the comic book.
Yeah. It looks nice.
This is a point.
I remember when I first played, I was really impressed with it.
Wait, so can you go like anywhere, or are you kind of stuck on a track?
You can go anywhere. This is a
Really? So like on top of any
city goals, relationship goals. Okay, so here's the city, and this little bit of Queens and all of Manhattan.
Wait, what did you just say?
My sister said literally goals a few days ago.
All of Manhattan Island and a little bit of Queens. That's the map. So
They're underwater.
It's this big.
Like Manhattan.
It's surrounded by water. It's an island.
Yeah.
No, but like Harlem looked like it was underwater. Maybe the map's just been like widened. It looked like two.
Is there no sound? What's going on?
Yeah, there's sound.
Well, we turned the sound off.
I turned the sound off because this thing already records sound.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sorry, we're gonna make some sacrifices so that the listeners can. I don't know.
Jebediah will get it.
Jebediah, the name that I accidentally made up.
So what can I show off?
Yeah, show
I
us.
believe purple stuff.
I mean, you can
is
show off anything you want.
Side missions. Oh, wait. Okay, I got a little Easter egg for you.
Good.
Okay, so this poster, Kraven the Hunter, now in theaters. That's like okay. Oh, and these holes, they are from early part of the game where you fight the rhino. You make holes in buildings and you run after him. So yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man, the thing about the comic is that it started the whole idea of the Ultimate Marvel Universe, which was this edgy thing in the early 2000s where they're like, we're going to reboot the Marvel Universe, make the character even cooler, and it did some good things and did some bad things. It made Spider-Man better, and because he went from an adult to a teen, and so it was sort of back to his classic roots. I'm going to do a little release. It's easy. It did some bad things. It turned the Blob into a cannibal who ate people. It turned Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch into incestual brother and sister, where they had sex. It turned Deadpool into like just a horrible version, like a cyborg. I think he turned him into a robot.
What?
Wait.
It turned Magneto into a cannibal. There were, for some reason, in Ultimate X-Men, like everyone ate people because Magneto was like, humans are not. They're basically animals compared to mutants, so I can eat them. And
oh yeah. So then he's not technically a cannibal.
I guess.
I don't
So
know.
that's a weird way
Are
to
mutants humans? Are mutants?
don't
It's never
know.
been clear to me. Are
But
they humans or are they just mutated
Here's the most
humans?
important thing the Ultimate Universe gave us. Nick Fury is a black man. Before
That's right,
Ultimate
he's
Universe,
right.
Nick Fury was white.
Yeah.
But then, when they were making the Avengers for the Ultimate Universe, they said, you know what? What if Nick Fury looked like Samuel Jackson?
Yeah,
and that is why Samuel Jackson is Nick Fury now. Because he saw that in a comic book and was like, well, I gotta do it now.
Yeah. Because I've seen like frames from him like before the Ultimate.
Okay, no way! Johnny Storm is waiting on top of the Baxter Building. Okay, there's a bit of a cross-universe thing. So, of course, the Fantastic Four are in this. From what I remember, the Fantastic Four and Ultimate Universe weren't great because they were all made to be kids. That's the reason why in the terrible remake they made recently, the Fantastic Four were all in their 20s because of this universe.
Yeah.
So much stuff in the MCU was just taken from the Ultimate Comics universe. There's a cover.
Yeah.
That you can collect a bunch of comic book covers in this game.
Oh,
I'm gonna skip the opening cutscene because it's not interesting.
Yeah. There's how do you feel about like the immortality of comic book characters? Like, it bothers me more and more as time goes on.
Why does it bother you though?
I don't know, just like when I watch like Teen Titans and I don't know, like that's a great coming of age show, but then it's like, okay, but then they're gonna go and become part of this DC universe where everybody lives forever and like.
Well, people don't necessarily live forever. I mean, there are Uncle Ben dies every time.
Every
Every time.
But every everybody that lives always lives. Like even Jason Todd comes back.
Oh, I'm not gonna do this.
Jason Todd comes back and bangs the pornographic Starfire.
He does.
That was so...
In the original
Frickin-
continuity, you know the reason why Jason Todd came back?
Why?
Because Superboy Prime, I'm not even going to try to explain who that is,
Yeah, I know that.
punched Time itself
So-
in the face, and it brought Jason Todd back from the dead.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know the details of his
and not
resurrection,
in a
but-
way where him dying never happened. It was he literally woke up in his coffin and crawled out of the ground.
Yeah. Cause yeah.
No,
Hard.
that's not.
And
That's
then
how
he
they did
no,
it.
and then he became the Red
Oh,
Hood,
wow.
and
Hardcore.
he became the Red Hood, and he was like
In the
he was
movie,
a super violent vigilante.
in the movie Under the Red Hood, do they explain why Jason Todd came back from the dead?
I haven't seen that.
Because in
movie.
a self-contained movie, I don't know how you would
yeah,
do that.
right.
Like, okay, there's this character, Superboy Prime. I'm not gonna explain why he's called that.
They don't. Well, I mean, they don't have to explain how he came back necessarily.
Guy punched Time in the face, and it brought this character back from the dead.
I mean, unless the movie was centered around him figuring out why he'd been brought back, there really isn't any reason to explain it. Maybe.
There's a little bit of pop in, but it's not too bad. Where is? I keep pressing the start button for the map. There's the bridge. It's not loading in on the map for some
Why, there
reason.
are parts of the bridge
We have a
missing.
minute left.
Okay, Ultimate Spider-Man. Not that great, but it's got neat stuff. Nick Fury as Samuel Jackson shows up. You get to play as Venom and beats up like the Hulk.
What's your rating?
I give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's okay.
7.5 what's out of 10?
7.5.
Spider-Man buddies.
Mary Jane Watson Nables out of 10. What Nable again. You also, at one point, Spider-Man becomes he gets merged with Carnage. You have to fight him as Venom and put him in his body so you can separate Spider-Man and Carnage into two distinct beings.
That's a
lot of
complex
A lot
arrangement.
of stupid comic book stuff in this game. And it also has the Harrison campus. Kind of looks like it a little bit.
A footnote to Tomas really give a little footnote as to what Harrison is.
It's a artsy-fartsy, hippy-dippy school.
Where all of them think they're
Well,
like the.
volcanic.
Careful, I sometimes wish I'd gone to Harrison.
Shut up, Seth. All the kids who go to Harrison, they're all artsy dartsy.
Artsy.
I know a lot of cool people that go to Harrison.
No, yeah, but there are cool people that go to Harrison, but all of them are like they have you know how a lot of IB kids are super stuck up and they're like, oh look at me, I go to IB, I'm better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Harrison stuck up is a whole different kind of stuck up.
But it's not worse. It's not worse.
It depends on how you look at it. It's like I'm just a cooler person than you are.
I'm gonna beat some.
I mean, Kenan
I smoke weed better than you do.
I doubt it. No, but Miss Kennan told our class one day, she was like, not everybody is meant to go to college, and Tristan was like, well, no, that's what Bartow students are for.
Wow.
And I was like, asshole.
No, Tristan isn't.
You can run up walls.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna do that.
It's not physics work.
And then you can die.
Which, Spider-Man, his body is,
Tristan
stronger so that he can bear being, swinging into buildings,
You remember
right?
that in TOK?
What?
I sat at your table, and we turn around and look at where, at my seat, and it's occupied by Tristan.
Yeah.
And
That was weird.
that was weird.
Just the Daily Pupil.
Oh, yeah. Is J.K.
So what's your
Simmons, is J.K.
favorite-
Simmons in there?
Before we
Is Grunkle Ford in
Before
there?
we move on, what's your favorite Spider-Man movie?
Oh, God.
I mean, it would have to have J.K. Simmons in it because
Yes,
I love
because he's the
J.K.
best.
Simmons.
Yeah, oh, I mean, duh.
There's pictures of Spider-Man. There's the door.
It's like Whiplash.
Who
with
was
a
the
Hitler
last
mustache.
Spider-Man?
Andrew Garfield. No, the last one
The
was
last-
in Civil War. That's played by Tom
Yeah.
Holland.
The-
He's a little kid, little baby.
Several of the recent ones are not good.
At all.
Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 are some of the worst movies I've ever seen. I hate them. with
Yeah,
my
yeah,
passion.
because they messed up Peter Parker.
Is this the Empire State Building?
Yeah.
It's a little bit shorter than the
I
Empire
don't
State
think it
Building.
is. Oh, it is. It
As-
definitely
As
is.
someone who's been to the top of that building,
Seth, this is a video game,
it
okay?
definitely is a little.
We don't need
so,
we don't need your. Oh,
Hey.
they didn't get it exactly right.
Oh,
No,
is-
get
that's
out.
a little bit less than exactly right.
I can't get off one. We gotta talk about
Wow, I mean, I'm still very impressed.
Who's
I mean,
your favorite Spider-Man?
Dark Souls doesn't scale down on size.
I mean, they're just What?
Who's your favorite Spider-Man?
My favorite Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire so far.
Yeah, I agree.
Tom Holland might be better in his standalone movie. I really like those. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1 and 2 are some of my. I like Spider-Man 2 a whole lot. Like it might be my favorite comic book movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the cheese, and I love just how ridiculous everything is. Like the part where Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2 he has this whole crisis where he's losing his powers, and he at one point.
Paused it.
What?
You remember you had paused it.
No, it's going right now.
No, but you paused it earlier, but I didn't pause the watch.
Who cares? I can see the time on the screen.
Never mind. Keep going.
Spider-Man 2,
Yeah.
super cheesy. There's a point in the movie where Spider-Man loses his powers, and Peter Parker's like, you know what? I don't want to be Spider-Man anymore. I'm gonna live my life.
Yeah.
And there's a segment where he's like, it's Happy Peter, and it's just like, raindrops keep falling on my head, and it's just so nerdy, and he's just got this goofy look as he walks down the street, and he looks at girls like, yeah, I got this, right? And they just look at him like, who is this goofy, like, nerd?
Is that what happens when you talk to girls? Levi?
Yeah.
No, but and that's great because that's who Peter Parker is.
He
Like,
should be a goof.
yeah, he's a total dork to contrast with Spider-Man.
Him?
Oh, her?
100% inexpundable.
What is inexpundable?
Expundiable.
Expundiable? What does that
I
word
guess-
mean? Is that a word?
And there's like a big thing in it. I guess this is like, it was applying to the fact because we live in New York City in the Marvel Universe, everyone's car is always getting destroyed. So it's like, hey, if a cannonball falls in your car, it's not going to crumple. If Rhino falls on it, you're fine.
Yeah.
Also, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, Rhino was a cyborg in that. He was like a mech the guy got into.
Yeah.
That's from the Ultimate Universe too.
Oh, really?
So basically everything.
So they liked cannibals and cyborgs.
Cannibals, incest.
Well, yeah.
That's where, if you ever seen that panel where Captain America says, "This A doesn't stand for France."
Yeah.
That's from the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah. Wow. That's not great.
I'm just gonna suicide.
That's one of the lamest jokes that everybody loves. Are those the Twin Towers?
No, the Twin Towers are not in this game.
Okay. No, I mean, come on, look at that. That's pretty Twin Tower-tastic.
No, it's not.
Hold on. No, there's not two of them. Only one. And besides, the
No,
Twin
there
Towers
were two
are
buildings.
You know what? Where the Twin Towers would be, the Baxter Building is there. So,
Really? Wait. Twin Towers are south, right?
Yeah.
South end. So it would be
Central
near
Park
Battery
is
Park. They'd be right there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And instead
what is
there's
that building?
Doom Castle.
Oh, this is the Trask Building, I think, who is a character in. You remember X-Men: Days of Future Past? The guy who makes the giant robots.
Yeah.
Played by Peter Dinklage.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his building.
Is it really?
Yeah, so we can. He's not a dwarf in the comics, so.
Well, that's disappointing.
But I don't know why they added that.
I saw like a
Well, yeah, why would they make him a dwarf?
perfect blue poster.
Here's a really bad JPEG of a car. Ride of your life. Yeah.
Oh god, I just broke the no cracking knuckles
You
rule
done
so
so
hard.
Another Craven. I think the energy has left this.
As the energy,
Yeah.
Let's
the
move.
Spider-Man.
Let's move on.
I mean, we could talk.
Ultimate Spider-Man's not that great, but it looks neat.
Intermission.
Why does the Deku tree have a mustache?
The Deku tree.
I mean, I'm
is
very thankful he does because it's fun to draw too. But like,
He is the.
God it.
I'm just gonna load another save.
Alright.
I'll press the reset button.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you tell me about the Deku tree and its
Yeah, we got
epic
time. We got
mustache.
time to load another save.
Yeah.
So Deku Tree is the grandfather old tree guy that uses the link of Ocarina of Time.
Right.
He's in this game.
Oh, he is,
as a
but he
super old.
but he
super
died in the
old.
Ocarina of
Yeah,
Time.
but he came back because in the end of Ocarina of Time he was a little sprout baby.
Oh,
That baby
I-
grow. It's like Baby Groot. He grows up to be more of a
Oh,
tree.
okay. Because I haven't seen the end
That
of
tree is
Ocarina
in
of
this
Time.
game, which shows you how old the tree in Ocarina of Time must have been.
Yeah.
The time difference for this is Ocarina of Time is like a few hundred years.
Yeah. Wow. So.
Interesting.
I'm gonna load Asher. Actually, yeah,
Alright.
I don't know who Asher's one of my brother's friends.
Yeah.
Um,
I scared your brother yesterday.
he's on fire.
Okay, you weren't there, but this was actually one of the funnier things that's happened.
Yeah.
We're in Calc, BC, right? And it's like pouring rain, and then it stops. So
We've
Levi's,
had a hurricane here recently.
Yeah.
Just a little context to listeners. Frickin' Florida's been under
So Levi
Siege.
goes,
Yeah.
all right, I got 15 minutes to get out of the parking lot. I gotta go.
I gotta get my brother. And he
Yeah.
wouldn't go. He's like, I gotta vote for French Club.
So,
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
I'm walking with Levi because I had to go talk to someone. And then Levi's walking out, and he goes, and I'm like, Levi, his brother, goes, and then Levi goes, hey, no, we're gonna die. There's no time for this. And he's like yelling at him, and I'm like, Levi, just calm down.
I got mad. I think I'm gonna die. I'm sorry.
I mean, I
He
apparently
was-
yelled at my
no,
sister
but he
at
was-
the lunch table one day, so I can.
He was so
Understand.
mad. Like, Levi was, like, freaking out. Levi thought he was gonna die. And Caleb's like, screw you, Levi. I gotta go vote. Did he vote?
No,
Really?
I left. But it wasn't quite fast.
Wow, this is pretty Kung Fu Panda-tastic.
Wait, you got caught in the rain?
Mhm.
I didn't get caught in the rain, and I left 15 minutes after school left.
Well, you are lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is just like a little tutorial on how to use the ropes, because they happen. There's a whole
Uh.
stealth sequence after this where you go to Ganon's place, and it serves as great
What?
foreshadowing of what the game is going to be like later on.
Yeah.
Because you get to see like a little glimpse of Ganon just for a second,
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
and he looks pretty awesome. But then
Wait,
you
is he in
you don't see him
human
again until the
form,
end.
or-
He's in human form. And that's the same Ganon from Ocarina of Time.
Oh, okay.
And the end of this game, I've beaten this game. The end of this game is amazing because Ganon is really his characterization is the best in this game out of all of them.
Whoa, we gotta
'Cause
be careful with
he
spoilers.
is the Ganon that won. So he's kind of just like, whatever. Life is too
He's-
long. I'm too old. I don't care about you.
Oh.
He basically lets you win. He's really like old and tired,
Huh.
and he has this whole speech where he's like, "Look,
That's
I
interesting.
grew up in the desert. I was literally the only male of my entire village." Because he's from this race called the Gerudo, where a male
Right.
only comes every 100 years.
Right.
So he was basically pressured.
You might have to cut out some of this.
He was pressured into becoming this warlord, and he was like, "I'm
Right.
gonna go to the place where they grow grass and life is good, and I'm just gonna take all their stuff." But then,
Paradise
once,
City where
but
the
he
grass
talks
is
about
green
like
and the
how
girls are pretty.
once he got there,
The
it
dudes
was-
are pretty, actually,
It wasn't what
Star
he
Girls.
expected, and
Yeah.
he didn't like it. So it's very
That's
interesting.
that is
He gets,
interesting.
you get
I didn't know that
sympathy for the
about
guy, and then you kill him.
Ganon.
Aw.
You stab him through the chest.
Levi!
Oh my god.
I'm going too fast. That's my problem.
Yeah.
One
I
more
don't,
shot.
I mean, I don't want to cut out this epic.
No,
you
we're
know,
not. We're not cutting it
series
out.
of
It's
canon.
weird because it makes it seem like Wind Waker's just nothing but jump puzzles, but these are literally the only two parts of the
Yeah,
game.
we got to get past this so that we can show. I don't know what.
Oh
this
my
is. Jesus
God.
Christ. Yeah,
Maybe my other saves.
I'll figure out how
This is the one that
to
was
cut
farther.
this down nicely so that we don't miss any of the cool stuff you said about Ganon, because that actually was interesting.
Actually, if we showed the floating fortress section isn't that hard, and it's really cool and atmospheric.
So let's go.
If we could
If I can get this is literally the last thing you do, and then the pirates are like, "Okay, you're allowed to go there now." So
This is how you show the pirates you're worthy. Jesus Christ.
it was hard when I was a kid. It's even harder now that I've got big hands and I can. You guys do some commentary. For a second. I'm
Levi,
sorry.
this
I'm
is
gonna
your
shut
last
up.
shot.
I'm gonna shut up.
Okay.
Let me say, trying to find anything to say.
Hey Seth, where's the hurricane right now?
Where is it?
Yeah.
My dad told me that it's headed towards like the northeast because I made a joke that I the two colleges I want to go to are either in Boston or in California, and I was like, hey, there are no hurricanes there, and he was like, no, there actually are hurricanes in Boston sometimes, including the one right now. Like it's not there yet, but apparently it's headed in that direction.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I guess that's where it is. I don't know. I know that it's there wasn't that there was a petition to rename it Hurricane Harambe.
There was.
Yeah, which I am all for that. Not because I'm obsessed with Harambe jokes, but because they're not that funny. But like, it's I don't know. Like it really marks the great moment in history.
Where we have a hurricane named after a dead gorilla.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Harambe is an interesting exhibition of society today.
Well, I mean, Jill
of what
Stein.
we're like. So
Jill Stein, she said, I'm running to have a voice for the voiceless. Sorry, I can't talk. And then she had a picture of Harambe with it. And I was like, oh god.
yeah, Harambe is a very interesting like
I figured it.
story of our society today. So,
You gotta.
oh my god. Feel free to swear, Levi, because it's I don't know if we went over that, but I will bleep out swear words, but like there's no need to show any
I'm
discretion.
gonna be sending you these MP4s, and it's gonna be so hard to edit this video. Like,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause
I'll figure it out.
You're gonna have to convert it to Audacity somehow.
somehow
Right, yeah, I'll have to.
convert it to just audio.
Right,
Yeah.
which I
You
mean,
can do that,
I know
though.
some crude ways to do that, and I'm sure I could figure out some proper ways to do that. And then, yeah. The problem is I'm not going to be editing on this computer, so then I also have to get this video on there too.
Ooh, that was nice to me because I missed that by a lot.
Yeah. I love his hat. His hat is fun to draw. They're all of them are fun to draw, but like, just certain.
Ooh, I got the lip.
It's just like his hat and Zelda's hair and stuff. Like there's like a few things that are extra.
Wait, you telling me this character's not named Zelda? This is called The Legend of Zelda. You telling me it's not named? That's my biggest pet peeve.
But that it's not called The Legend of Link.
Well, Zelda 2 is The Adventure of Link. The subtitle is, so at least you got that going for you.
Yeah. Why is The Legend of Zelda like?
Because
It's pretty cool, but oh shoot.
maybe I can get over there with this.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna cut out most of the tries, but I'm definitely leaving this one in.
Come on, Link. Wait, hold on.
Come on, fuzzy dice.
Get as low as you can because we need to get as far as possible. Yeah, that's as low as you can go. All right.
Come on, little boy. But he's not that little bit.
I don't know. I thought I'd make it.
No, you got this.
Why can't this?
Why-
that
okay,
dude
Joe.
over there is just like all the bags in like
Yes!
every other game.
Yes!
High five.
You did it already?
Alright, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was already and
I'm
not.
proud to have you as my underling. What?
Wow, and I'm proud to be your underling, you buck-toothed sucker.
Jeez, Seth.
Alright.
You can have the treasure in that chest over there, if you know what I mean.
Levi, you're the real treasure.
Oh, yeah. Just keep eye contact.
That's right. Just maintain eye contact while you're opening the treasure. If you catch my drift. My mid-drift.
I don't remember what's in here. Something stupid.
Is it like Dark Souls where there's just a tongue?
You got the spoils bag. So yeah, this game is like, they bring this back to Breath of the Wild where enemies will drop stuff you can pick up, like weapons and items and stuff. So that's why they have that bag.
Cool.
Hey Asher! Mike,
That's me.
we reached the Forsaken Fortress. Let's do this. We're at 17 minutes. Let's do this thing where like there's a sequence. This is the like first part of the Zelda portion, but then we got like the actual good stuff.
Yeah. Well, you'll see. You'll see how I edit it because I claim
Let's get this going,
full
Levi.
editing rights over
yeah.
all of this stuff.
Why am I guess you can't roll upstairs.
Oh really?
Look, the guy's guarding the bedroom. Like, hey.
Well,
Don't mess
I mean, I'm
don't
guarding
mess
the
with
bedroom
them.
too, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
There are a couple ways you could interpret that.
All right, we're here. So this is the part. You
Jesus
know what? I'm not gonna
Christ.
say anything. Here I am, ready.
Is that her?
Is that who? Do you want me to spoil the game?
No. Hold on.
Yes?
I'm very no spoilers because I don't know how this game ends. Or anything. Now I know.
I
I'm
already
not
told
reading
you
it.
what happens with Ganon at the end.
Oh yeah, that's true. But it's my,
I mean-
that's like the Wheel of Time, where it's like it's not really spoilers to know how the Wheel of Time ends because
You're playing some stupid game for treasure, were you?
Yes, I was playing a GameCube game.
We were bad at it too, so it wasn't even worth it.
Curse style. It's just like,
This is a very Metal Gear moment. Where
wow,
it's
that's like the Lost Boys.
Unfortunately-
like
Yeah.
make it, but like updated, like Lost Boys.
It's like the Lost
Palace
Boys if they had a
3.
lot of money.
Right. Like one of them goes off and becomes rich, and like in order to commemorate his humble beginnings, builds this place. Oh look, it's to make another Dark Souls reference. It's the freaking Pickle Pea.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Dark Souls is not on GameCube, so we cannot show
That's how we
that.
get to. Well, I mean, maybe another time we can do a playthrough because like
Also, there's only one
I have
There's
Dark
only one
Souls.
Metal Gear on GameCube, and it's the worst one, arguably. Twin Snakes. It's
Yeah.
a terrible remake of the first game where they like ruined the voice acting.
I know nothing about Metal Gear.
It's probably my favorite franchise.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
really
Well,
good.
I'll look into it.
I won't tell you anything about it.
Yeah.
You can.
Whoa!
You give me one wink.
That's a pretty long. That's the face of someone who's about to get laid.
There's a lot of great physical humor.
Good.
Don't struggle.
That's what she said.
Okay. We pirates do this all the time.
Yeah, that guy looks like somebody who does it all the time. Never you fear, kid.
We're gonna launch you good.
Oh my god. I love the facial expressions. I love them.
Okay.
I love the art style, but I really...
Yeah, but
it's very weird to me.
You can emulate most Metal Gear games. Like, the first one's on PlayStation 1, and then the second one's on PlayStation 2, and so it's not hard. You don't need to have good hardware.
You can come back someday and we'll do
Just some emulated Metal Gear. That would be good.
Yeah.
But the problem is those games are basically movies. So you can commentary on a movie isn't that good unless people know about it, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean,
You could
I
play
don't know,
through
we
it
can-
first, and then two
Yeah.
of us, like Tomas doesn't have to.
we can...
Tomas hates video games. He doesn't need to be there.
Are you kicking me out of my own podcast? You're like, what's going on here?
I've thought about this sometimes where it's like, oh, what if we brought a guest star on where that he like I thought about Kyle. I was like, man, he and I could just like talk about Steven Universe for hours, and then I remembered like one of the reasons why Tomas is the co-host is to like stop me from
Talking about
from just rambling on about things nobody knows about. Or like the Castle of Cagliostro. I could talk about that for at least 12 hours.
And I wouldn't let you talk about it for more than 30 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna cut down the.
We're gonna
first
cut
one.
the meat.
Yeah, that's-
We're gonna cut. We're gonna hack cells apart.
What time is it in real life right now?
In real life, it is 6:03.
Okay, we got.
You've been here for 2 hours, but
Yeah.
we have probably at least an hour.
We have an hour of content.
Of content.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like the stealth section, which is never.
We're a lot more
So
unsuccessful.
you just
with
failed
real
to
life.
still. Oh my god.
It's not that
no.
bad. You can get seen.
You should.
You just go to prison, which is cool by itself.
Oh, okay.
You get thrown in jail.
Huh. So
In
wait,
fact,
is
you
this,
kind of want to get thrown in jail because it lets you get to other stuff.
does this fortress where is this
And then she
Ganon-
yells at you for getting captured.
Ganon's place?
Come on! Kind of a weird it sounds a little too recent.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like Hyrule speak.
Think so.
I mean, with legs like that, I don't know. Can you break that?
Stop interrupting! Are you planning on spending the rest of your life in prison?
Says the pirate.
Says the pirate. Yeah, well, there's not really police in this world, so pirates can't really get punished.
Really?
Not really.
I guess there. Well,
There's
I mean,
no overarching government, really.
Right.
There's a king, but he's more of a figurehead.
I mean, in the Ocarina of Time, there's. I mean, they ruled the. I don't know. In medieval times, there wasn't really any rule. As long as you paid your taxes, you could do whatever you want. Like, I remember learning that in Euro, where it was basically like, if you lived in medieval times and you had enough money to pay, your lord, you could do literally whatever you wanted, which is why cities, like, sucked in the Dark Ages, because it was just rape-tastic.
Zelda's fantastic. Probably. Yeah, behind the scenes, you don't get to see it.
It's true. Link's a kid, so he doesn't see any of it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the thing with these games is that a lot of their lore, just like Pokemon comes from being in post-war Japan as a kid,
Yeah.
like Miyamoto, and there were not a lot of grown men back then because they died in World War II.
Right.
So it kind of reflects that.
I mean, kids died too. Haven't you seen Grave of the Fireflies?
There is this part in Ocarina of Time which is really easily missed, where if you're in town and you go into a back alley, you can find like a homeless, dying veteran. Literally like a
really?
veteran soldier
Wow.
dying in the street. And you can go up and talk to him and he's like, carry the torch basically, like, finish what I started.
Whoa. Dang.
And he dies.
See, that's the thing. Like, Miyazaki makes the post-war Japan just seem so wonderful, and like, it couldn't have been that great.
This place also has great music, but you can't hear right now.
Yeah,
It's very, like,
yeah.
boom.
I mean, well, the people watching this, and when I edit, I'll be able to hear it. But
Wait, hold on.
the
So the
Ocarina.
people watching, they're gonna have the music from this and our voices.
If he does it right.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna turn this so that it's not so just loud enough for you to hear the music and stuff in the background, and then. So yeah, our voices will be a lot louder. It won't be like when we first started playing Zelda and you had the speaker turned up all the way and we were screaming to each other. I don't know if that'll make it in the episode or not, but I kind of hope so, just because it'll be funny. Tomas doesn't usually scream. We don't get to hear your scream.
I scream on like certain issues.
I don't know. I mean, compared to
No, compared to you, I don't scream.
yeah, like I heard you explaining to someone how I was like screaming in the library, which is
Accurate.
yeah, which is why I don't like using the library as a place because
The thing is, though, it's just because it's like out of like places that we can record.
yeah.
That is one of the few.
I know. Well, I mean, there's always my house. We can find somewhere in, like a forest.
I mean, I'll do that. That sounds
Yeah.
fun.
I will. And when I wanted to FaceTime you from California and do an episode, I was
In a forest?
in a forest, but it was also kind of next to the hotel, so like people in nearby rooms would have heard me.
Oh.
And I was kind of hoping they would come out and look down and be
Hit me.
like, "What is this doing?" And I'd be like, "We're
If
podcasting."
you're
Call him daddy.
Daddy, hit me. If you're bad.
Link's face
Okay.
really looks like
All
that.
I want is the clip of Levi saying, "Daddy hit me."
Daddy hit
Be
me.
bad.
I'll just insert it
Can
at random
you
points.
just? I want
From
that.
here on out, I'll just insert.
But it is. I
random
would like
points.
to be able to edit things so I can have new text tones, and they're all just Levi saying phrases
Yep.
like that.
Meow 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 meow.
Okay, where is it?
Let's do scales as cats. Meow 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 meow
I'm good.
meow.
I'm good. I don't have to do that.
You're already cat ready, you know.
Yeah. Also, the scale I just did
Whack
was
this
not
guy
a
with a
scale. It was
stick.
terrible. I got at
Stick.
least all of the notes wrong.
Seth, do not critique your cat
Okay.
scaling.
Well, no, I mean I can. I
Just
don't
now
know.
these searchlights are off.
There's the best it could be on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 4. Like no matter how,
I can-
even if you did it
I
perfectly.
can do a C
No,
scale.
even if you did it perfectly.
Can you? Do it right now.
Not
Do it right in the
always.
microphone so it sounds
I'm not
good.
gonna do it right in the microphone because now I'm super embarrassed that I'm not as able to as I But like,
Do it. Jebediah is listening right now, and they're like, "All right, let's hear the scale set."
Can you do a C scale?
I don't even know what is a scale.
A scale.
I don't
Okay,
know what
so
music
like
is.
no, all notes fit into octaves, and an
No.
octave is built out of 12 semitones, and a scale is a selection of 8 or yeah,
No.
is a selection of 7 of those. Sorry, 7 of those semitones. So like it's basically choosing which 7 notes you want to
Yeah, it's
make
8.
your song out
It's
of.
8. I think it's 8.
No, it's 7.
My old
Yeah, because that's why they're called
They're
called heptatonic scales. It's
You're right.
A through G.
It's
Yeah, yeah, and
Oh
so
hi guys.
no, so a C scale is the most, or C major and A minor are the most basic ones because it's just the notes C, D, E, F, G. There are no sharps or flats or anything, or A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There are no sharps or flats or anything. So
It's always the third
super-
note is the name of the scale, right?
no, the first note.
It's always the first. Okay.
The
so
first note, and then yeah, I'm trying to think.
Then why don't you
I don't want
just-
to
why'd you
spend too
call
long
it-
talking about music theory.
Why'd you
'cause,
call
like,
it? You called it C minor.
C major and A minor are the same scale. The respective minor is always 6 notes above,
Oh, is it?
or 3 notes below.
Oh, I see. I got. it.
yeah, and the scale is always named after the first note because that's going to be the root of the
Yeah. No,
of
it's
the
been.
tonic chord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right. I
and
was
then-
just. I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna use.
Yeah,
My piano playing days of.
right. See, I'm like up to date. I've studied a lot of music theory recently.
Why?
Cause I love music theory. It's so interesting how
I
like
think it's interesting.
You got linguistics, you got your music theory, you got shit.
it's all about
Is it-
and animation. It's all about
Is music
communication
also
with
a
me, man.
language?
Huh?
Is music like math and it's a language?
I don't want to talk about whether math is a language or not because that's not fitting. But no, they all they all of these things like they have the ability to express emotion, and it's cool looking at why these basically numbers that are expressed as sound waves are able to create emotions when we hear them come out of an ocarina. I actually don't like a lot of the soundtrack of the Ocarina of Time. Like it's meh. Some of it's good, but like some of it's not that
This
great.
part was always hard for me as a kid. It required patience.
Because you like to have a presence.
Yeah, I don't like to wait for stuff.
Oh my
like
God,
that.
it's from Jabba's palace.
Look at that lip.
Is that a racist thing? Or?
You can't hear me. Okay.
And why are those curved? How did the door open?
Just don't think about it.
I really wish there was a way to make your shield the like praise this or like Sun cult.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not a PC game, so you can't mod it.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's too bad. That would be really fun if you could have like the really like sassy Argentinian sun on the back.
I mean, your capture card wouldn't work for like Dark Souls, would it?
No, it would.
It
It
would?
would. That's why I'm saying we should do that another time too. I
Yeah.
haven't.
This is a GameCube
Tested
episode,
it.
though. This is a GameCube episode.
Right. This is all about GameCube, but like
I should have put on a barrel.
I'm almost certain because this
Levi,
my
you're
capture card is
attacking you.
S video and like
Come
these
on, buddy, you got
RCA.
this. Go, Levi.
I made it.
I'm proud. I'm
Nice.
proud of you.
Yeah, so we could do Dark Souls one time. The only thing
Whoa, laser beams! I was not expecting laser beams.
Whoa! Why are there laser beams?
I
in
forgot
this
about
type
this.
of game. Hide in the bed,
Hide in the bed.
just like all children do.
Um,
They're being chased
We're
by
on. Okay.
by
So there's like a gargoyle up there that shoots laser beams if it sees you.
yeah.
So
But any like Hidetaka Miyazaki games that we played, like you would probably have to play because I'm really bad at all of them. It would get super boring.
How
No,
many-
I mean
what do you have?
I just have Dark Souls, but I assume you were.
Well, I have two.
Bryce or somebody else.
I have two on PC. I
Yeah.
don't have three. Bryce does though.
Yeah.
So
Which
always
I mean, I've
both.
seen three, and
It's
three I think.
Steam login, just download it for a quick video. It wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
But you probably wouldn't run on your PC. So you probably have to bring Bryce's PC. too.
Yeah. Well, we can worry about
The logistics.
Dark Souls playthrough or not playthrough, but Dark Souls video when we.
I
if
mean,
we decide to
it's
do
been
that.
talked about so many people much smarter than us. What could we add?
Yeah, I know. It's
Hey,
well,
Seth
I mean,
always
it's not.
brings in
It's
a
not
nice
like
voice.
it's not like the Ocarina of Time or like Minecraft where everybody's done it. Like I don't know. How many Dark Souls like playthroughs are there?
I mean, full playthroughs not that many because it's a pretty hard game.
Right.
But there's a lot of videos about it just by
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but we would need.
It's weird. I can't open the map when I'm outdoors.
We would need one of us to play it that has completed the game, just because, like, I haven't even beaten the Capra Demon yet, and I'm terrible, so, like...
You haven't beaten the Capra Demon? It's so easy.
Bryce has told me the exact opposite.
It's pretty easy. Bryce is lying to you to make you feel better about yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
Like he did to you. in
No,
GTA.
I think he's lying to slam me down, but,
It's not hard.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Okay.
hard if you don't know the trick. And the
Right,
trick...
well, that's true for, like, all of them.
You go upstairs, you take out the dogs, then you go downstairs and deal with the guy.
Yeah, he told me that. But like, I feel like that's what all of Dark Souls is just learning the trick. Like, it's impossible to do anything if you don't know the tricks.
I guess.
Like, in Dark Souls 3, there's the giant who is literally the most, like, huge crushing thing ever.
What game?
The third Dark Souls.
Okay, the giant.
The giant, and there's also, like, the worm guy. Like, there are just these bad guys that are way too huge for you to ever... Like, I don't believe that you could do
And
it without
Dark
knowing
Souls
how to
is,
exploit
in some ways, is kind of similar to Wind Waker,
Yeah.
because they're both games about just ruined worlds that have been abandoned by God
That's
because
true,
they
yeah.
sucked too much.
Well, that's always fun.
But Wind Waker
Yeah.
takes it with a little more of a nice...
Right, yeah, they made it nicer than, like, though, okay, like, the Dark Souls games, like, they're still pretty worlds. Like,
Yeah,
and Orlando's
nice.
pretty, and,
But
like...
they're pretty in the way that, like, Chernobyl is pretty.
No, but there are parts
Look
of
at
Dark
that
Souls
little
where they're
dog,
just, like,
he's gonna die
flower...
of cancer.
There are, like, parts of Dark Souls where there's, like, flowers on the ground, or you, like, look around, and there's still, like, a lot of...
Are the flowers dead?
Natural beauty? No, which is not, like, there's still a lot of stuff, and,
Not
like...
on the inside.
I mean, there's some...
They're like
There are dead trees and undead trees with huge testicle sacs that you have to fight as a boss, and
That's
also
Dark Souls 3, though.
yeah, God, that was nasty. I just because of that, I don't know if I could complete that game, but
Hot. Oh, there it is.
but no, but like there's still like some natural beauty and stuff, which I think is pretty nice compared to Bloodborne, which I don't think has a lot of natural. Like everything is just like gray and black, and then
Yeah,
there's
because
like orange in the
it's the
background.
edgy game. It's the edgy game. It's called Bloodborne. It's
Yeah.
like you could buy that game on Hot Topic. Where does it show?
I mean, I didn't make that connection, but as you say it, yeah, I definitely get that.
Bloodborne, with soundtrack by Insane Clown Posse. And Jared Leto with 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh, God. People love Bloodborne though. and it's
it's
cool.
It's a cool game.
People love Jared Leto.
I don't like this.
Yeah, but they're
Dark
both
Souls.
edgy. They're like really edgy, and they're like really liked by teenagers because they're edgy and Japanese.
Speaking of
Jared Leto's super popular.
Speaking of edgy things that are liked by teenagers, I heard on the radio like a pop rap song yesterday with the chorus from Smells Like Teen Spirit in it.
No.
Yes.
That's cool.
No, it was so weird and out of place. Like they completely changed, obviously, like the beat and everything because it's for like a rap song. And I didn't like it. I was like, you know, my man Kurt is uncomfortable right now. But, I don't know. It just...
What are you trying to tell me?
rubbed me wrong. For a second there, it just looked like he was fishing something out of his butt. He looked like Nadal there.
Nadal.
Nadal.
What a man.
It's even better when Djokovic pretends to be Nadal.
Yeah, those are funny. Those are a lot of
His
fun.
impressions are great. He doesn't do them anymore, but
Djokovic used to just
Yeah, the
make an
memories.
impression of everyone.
yeah. I've seen a video of him doing like 10 in a row.
Djokovic is a fun guy.
I love Djokovic. Just as a person, he's so cool, and he.
I like
He,
Federer though.
he opened my eyes to like what Serbia, because I didn't know anything about Serbia until I saw like an interview of him,
Uh-huh.
and like, I'm glad that he's the person that
Represents Serbia.
Yeah, well, no, that I learned about Serbia from, as opposed to like a history textbook or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like I feel like he is obviously a very human representation of the country, which is pretty cool.
Compared to what you hear, like
Right, compared to just like the shots of like machine gun armed
yeah.
thugs running through the streets of
Don't call them
Belgrade.
thugs.
Huh?
They're
Well,
working.
they're veterans.
They're working men. They gotta get money somehow.
Yeah. Well,
Black Lives Matter. They're not.
are there black people in Serbia?
I believe
No.
Dave Chappelle
No.
even made the joke. Was it Dave Chappelle? What show was it where it was like, when someone sees a white person take bread in Katrina, they were like, oh, they're trying to help their family. When they see a black person, it's looting.
Right. Yeah.
They're not working men. They're thugs.
I told you about how like everybody in the Netherlands is racist against black people. And the only reason they don't have as many racist problems as we do is because there are no black people to like.
No,
Get mad at them for
they're
it.
all racist. They're all like
Yeah.
but their soccer team has a couple black guys on it. But it's like those are like the only black guys in the country.
Yeah. Well, and like this is gonna be super bad, but like we were in their English class and the teacher said, "Does anybody know what kind of government Florida has?" And one of these jerks in the back immediately said a one, and the English teacher was like, "Okay, you can wait outside," and like they don't know that there's anything wrong with it because they have no black people to tell them that like, oh, you're not allowed to say that word.
Only we can use that word.
Only yeah. Well, and as a linguist, I love that. I love that there's a word that like only certain
As a
people.
linguist.
Yeah,
we
we are taking a moment to just.
I
As
think
a
that's such a
linguist.
fascinating
Who
linguistics
is-
phenomenon.
Who has put you?
Yes, because this is fun.
Who's decided that you're a linguist? Are
I
you
mean,
like?
I know more about linguistics than anybody else I've ever met.
So are you
except
like-
for the head of the linguistics department at UF, who I met.
So are you like those people who go on WebMD and they're like, "Oh, I'm a doctor."
I would never. I should probably say as someone with like a greater appreciation for linguistics than most people.
Greater what?
Well, this area is a lot smaller than I thought it was as a kid. As a kid, I was always like, oh my god, I'm never going to finish this game.
That's how I feel about Dark Souls.
It took me like hours to get through this part, but it's really short.
Oh my god, are you Pepsi Man?
I might finish it for the end of the 20 minutes.
Yeah?
How long do we
That'd be
have?
exciting.
We have 12 minutes.
That map is not exactly like the Metroid one. It's a little bit more crude looking.
It looks like a kid drew it.
Yeah.
Which kind of helps. It's like your internal map in your mind. Although you do pick up a map.
I think if you
so
ever...
I guess you're drawing that. I don't know.
If you ever saw images of somebody's internal map, it would just be completely useless because like we ignore so much of the details around this. Like if I looked in your brain about what what you thought your house looked like, it would just be blurry garbage. Because like you don't think about it. To navigate your house, you don't have to think about like what the color of the floor tiles are. But like if I went into your house, I would notice.
There is a Russian experimental film called Mirror, and the entire idea of it is that it's the what if you knew all the motivations and internal thoughts of the main character, but you only saw the thoughts, not the main character.
Oh, I
So
heard
it's-
about
Oh,
that.
It's
that's
like the,
interesting.
it's
I
like
heard
the
about
internal.
It's like a stream of
monologue.
consciousness.
How was it?
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
It's kind of hard to get because it's in Russian.
Russian
What is
films are hard to
this?
get because I found out about a really cool Russian film yesterday. That
There's
I'm
a
scared
movie.
that I can't find
What's
it.
the movie called? I think it's called Mars Girls Are Hard to Get. No, Mars Girls Are Easy.
I mean, I'm glad we're shifting it away from Earth girls of any
Oh
kind.
no, yeah, it's Earth Girls Are Easy. Never
Ah,
mind.
dang it.
It's about aliens coming to Earth, and being like,
Wow, life is so easy for us.
we can just get them.
I mean, well, it is very possible that like aliens are definitely not gonna have the exact degree of like sexual
I'm not gonna bother.
like freedom that we do. So like they're either gonna be like, oh my god, these people are monks, or they're gonna be like, whoa, these people are way too hyperactive.
They're part of a cult.
Yeah, they got a little pretty nymphomaniac world. But it's like the World's End, where they're just like, whoa, this is the least civilized planet in the universe.
Yep.
Bill Nye, not the science guy, will say that, and then
Bill Nye, not
the
the
science
science guy.
well, 'cause his name is Bill Nye, but
It's
he's
not spelled the same.
I know, but when just in speech, like you can't distinguish.
Oh my god. But Siddle. I'm gonna take this
Oh
Siddle
my
break.
god!
I'm gonna try to drink
Oh
one
my
at the
god!
same time.
This is too low. Look at that! I like the expression on his face. Though.
Yeah.
I really like that. If you take the background away and just have him dancing like that,
There is
it's just like.
There's an HD remake of this game for the Wii U, which you have right there.
We do have a Wii U. I've never. Oh wait, I have played it because we play Super Mario World sometimes.
What games do you have on the Wii U?
Just Super Mario World and Mario Kart 1000 or something, and then I'm so sad that we don't have Mario
Is this
Kart for the
even
GameCube because
possible?
that would have been fun for us to play too.
Like,
But,
do I have to get rid of that spotlight over there?
Do you? How do you get rid of the spotlight?
Levi, you're supposed to be like the Zelda expert.
Okay, let's wrap things up.
Yeah,
So,
let's hear
Yeah,
the Zelda.
I mean, keep playing while you.
yeah, okay,
finish.
so critical consensus. Wind Waker is one of the better Zelda games. It's in
Yeah.
the top 3 at least, with Ocarina of Time and maybe Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
It's got a great art style. It's got a great HD remake on the Wii U.
Does look
Although, what I'd probably recommend is if you want to play it and you don't have any of these consoles, same thing I just said, Dolphin, Wind Waker. The great thing
You
with this
just said
Did
an
not
hour ago.
Just say
Well,
it's gonna be like 2 episodes
Yeah,
of
yeah,
podcast.
I know. But use the Dolphin emulator, which is free. I mean, technically it's piracy, but it doesn't matter. Use the Dolphin emulator. Get a Wind Waker ISO. The great thing about the Dolphin emulator is that you can upscale it to HD, so it doesn't look like this, what we're recording right now.
Wait, maybe the lines won't be there on the
They
recording.
might not be there. But yeah, it's really good. Play it. Also, if you use
Play
the
all
Dolphin,
the
if you use the
Zelda
Dolphin
games.
emulator, you can use a corrupted ISO, like Wind Waker Chaos Edition, where stuff just goes crazy all the time and it's bugged as heck. That'd be cool. So you can do whatever you want. It's
Right. And
Looks good.
buy the NX when it comes out so you can play the next Zelda game.
Yeah,
with the-
or you could just
the
keep
one.
your Wii U if you have that and just use that instead of buying a
Yeah,
whole
but the
new
Wii U is
console.
not great, and like the NX seems like it might be.
I'm not gonna make it.
Cool. Yeah, no, you failed.
They know where I am.
Wow.
Oh,
I like how you just bow your head.
Let's,
Like, crap.
let's end it on that note of going to prison.
Right. Yeah.
That is.
What's your rating, or did you get it already?
Wind Waker gets an 8 out of 10.
Hey, what's
8.5.
what's out of 10?
8 incestuous relationships out of 10.